G'day and welcome back to our German Blitzkrieg campaign in HoI 4. We can have a bit of trouble here with these Russians that are going to come in. We don't have enough men up here and they are basically bulked up down here. I'm going to wait till these two battles finish and then try and pull them back to a defensive line. Alright, maintenance companies. What else? Do armour. It's now 1941. We need leopards and tigers. Probably leopards first because we have more of them. Alright. Naval battle results. Seriously? We destroyed some... What are you? Finnish? Sure. Alright, get rid of that. Now, we're at war with the UK and all the allies and the Soviet Union and all the Comintern. So it is truly World War II at the moment. Hopefully we can do well up here and do it quickly. Pull some bits out. Destroy his supply. We need to pull this in to get our own supply up. And you are trying to go the wrong way. Yeah, knew that'd cause issues. Alright. Can't pull them out. What we can do actually, if we go hold the divisions, try and pull them somewhere like that. You're still going to go stupid ways. Alright, that might get them all away from the front. And that'll pull them in there. Nowhere near enough to hold that line either. But if we can get them away, then we can pull them down here. So I think they're ready to come now. Do the attack on Istanbul until they overrun us. That should be alright. Alright, up this end. Seem to have a lot of men. Venezuelan is there holding the line for us. That's good. Okay, so the other problem is these guys in the south. They just need to really quickly do this so that we can move on to more important things. I believe they are all going in. Now they are. Alright, this has to happen quickly. Low supplies, damn it. Yeah, quite low. There, we're okay. Alright, don't want to think about it. Venezuelan up there. He doesn't seem to have people all along the line yet. Not that we could see it if he did. Alright, push in quickly. '97, '98, need to surround them to make that faster. What we want to see. Alright, we'll start throwing men up here. See who's coming. And you guys have to go around to get there. Probably not going to want to do that. Alright, we need to go meet the Russians. And are the tanks coming? They are trying to. Got to keep an eye on this defensive line behind the river that we want to retreat to. Right, should be able to do Istanbul. Sneaky little boys. Factory sabotaged. This should work a bit better. Starting to get some tanks down. The light tanks arriving first. But now they're definitely getting cut off. Yeah, they're advancing way too fast. I have to pull back, except for the ones that are already down here. Though, these guys hiding behind a river does sound like a good idea. Come on. This needs to happen a lot faster. Let's go check out the north end. Go down to speed 3 for this bit of the war, I think. Yeah, just having trouble even holding that. We can't push forward. And I have no idea how we're ever going to get enough of anything to push forward further. Don't want them to come out green. What are we short on? Motorized. We could pull the motorized out of the infantry, or we could try and bump it up. Making a lot of light tanks. We're way behind. Why is the production efficiency 0? I still don't get that. Because we don't have... Seriously? No, we have surpluses. So I don't know why that's doing that. Alright. What are we short on? Motorized. Well, that'll explain that. We need more motorized as a priority. Try and fill it up from the one that is doing nothing, the light tanks. Alright, they'll get there eventually. Air wings with no mission. I need to go to eastern Poland now. Although, they're going to need to rebase. Alright. Warsaw is in front of the line. It's behind the line. Warsaw is where they're going to have to do it from. And they're already based in eastern Poland. Okay. Oh, God. Can't even push these guys forward. Because they just have so many men. We're not even going to be able to hold them if they try to attack us. The attrition is going to be ridiculous. He's lost... No, we've lost 30. It's weird being on this side of the screen. He has lost more than us already, but he's got so many more to lose. If we just hadn't attacked Turkey, we could have held the line. We do need all of our tanks to arrive. Alright, you're going to run away. You're going to go somewhere. You're not out of supply, you just don't know how to move. Out in a day. And he's got armor. I've never had to deal with fighting against armor. Alright, behind this river. And you're saying you have no mission. You're all doing Eastern Poland. How do you have no mission? You haven't been set. Alright, try that. He's got crazy fighters in there too. Alright, this is going to go pear-shaped really quickly. Alright, let's see if we can take Istanbul. We can just sit a guy here and block the Turks from coming across. You're still being an idiot. Bloody well trapped now. Alright, you have to find your way out. Overrun, damn it. He's only 55% though, so if we can get across... Right, we can't do it with them. These guys just have to leave. Assign them to that. 84 divisions. Oh god, that's terrible. Alright, and these guys... I don't think you can actually send them up there. Alright, well, they are going to attempt to get to the Turkish front. Sit here. These... God damn it. They were not supposed to join together. Alright, that's fine for now. What we need to do though is grab these ones. Leave them in Istanbul as a separate thing. This guy, obviously, can't be him. Von Kluger. It's not the best, but sure. Alright, they're escaping Bucharest. Would have been some nice rivers and mountains here to be able to defend on. Probably should have run this down this way. Too late now, he's taken that. Just stick behind the rivers over here instead. Hopefully he'll be short on supply. Though I doubt it. His capital was just there. Oh, we never activated it. Seriously? That's why I'm not trying to push in. Doubt that'll do anything anyway. Focusing down here. Leningrad. Alright, and these guys will need... Whoever's got the highest skill. Rommel's picked up Mountaineer. Alright, can be Rommel's. And we need to try and get across there. Oh, they are so sparse on that line. Look at his air force. Oh, crap. Alright, more construction. Resource gain doesn't matter at the moment. We do need production efficiency cap to go up though. And would our fleet be able to help in any possible way? Got a lot of subs. No, we don't want to take them out near the Poms, so we're going to have to stay in here. Okay, nothing for them to do. Air Force is just getting wrecked. Fighters are there. They can't do anything. They're going for Eastern Poland. Yeah, can't even move them over. because it's empty. Alright, we are short on, very short on motorized. It's probably going to be a good idea to change the infantry divisions. Crap, they don't have motorized. Who had the motorized? Yeah, these guys did. Alright, we're going to remove this. Now infantry are just going to have to do without it. Alright, save that. That should take care of a major part of that problem. Light tanks and motorized. I think these are the ones in there that are missing. And that should also allow us to use our manpower to beef up these. They will finish like right now. They will also need to be added to this guy. There we go. We should have well and truly enough, so we just need to pump them out. We could try that. Lots of infantry. Alright, plenty of infantry equipment, so what else do these guys need? What are we doing? Infantry divisions. They need infantry equipment, tiny bit of motorized, and support equipment. Where's the motorized coming from? There, signal company. And logistics. Well, it's probably going to be worth it. 6,000 in the hole is not good. That's alright, I was seeing if we've got a fighter shortage. 281. Okay. What are we making these days? Still upgrading them and then upgrading them some more. Did a lot of repairs and that's about it. So, is there anything that could help us over here? I would say yes, we need some freaking land forts. Actually, you shouldn't do it this way, we should do like one at a time. Probably far enough. And then we'll, once we've got something there, just beef it up with the rest of them. I don't see this working at all unless we hold them off for a couple of years and give it time to build. It's better than nothing. Yeah. Alright. Keep going. It's a giant frickin' wall. All the way from, where would that be? Poland to Greece. Big old go away Soviets wall. And just get out of the way. Insufficient resources now. Oil. Why do we suddenly need more oil? Venezuela, how would you feel about giving us some oil? Alright, we're into surplus across the board. And up here, there are battles happening now at least. As long as they go in our favour. No divisions. What the hell is going on up here? 68 divisions. Yeah, that way first, that way second. Fine. They'll just hold his men off so they're not attacking us when the rest of his guys are. These guys are about to be surrounded. We don't want to be here when that happens. Alright, get behind the line. could try and push up. So let's try that. We need to go and be annoying. No, because then we'll lose supply and die. Alright, defensive positions. Quickly, before this armoured gets through. Hopefully Russia takes this over before Turkey does. And the other thing I forgot to do was all the stuff we just added up here, starting from you. No, from the bottom to the top. All needs to be prioritised before all of the naval stuff we were doing. So starting in Danzig. How long do these take? That's not too long. Okay. Might get some forts in. I was going to say we're losing victory points. 4% towards capitulation. Alright, we are at the line. Wait, we're behind the line. Pretty good. Can we throw these guys in? We can. Alright, and they're going to go in front of the line in order to get there. They are really thick sometimes. Can't pull him out. There we go. Okay. Yeah, they're starting to pull up. Where's our next defensive line going to be? Right next to Berlin. We don't want to have to fall back that far. But these guys should be pretty damn quick. November. In the last 6 months we'll get hopefully all of these reinforcements. But no panzers. Actually, do we don't have tanks, do we? No. Do have a lot of equipment, so we're only short on tanks and planes these days. Alright, well, I'm going to take a short break here. When we come back, we'll see if we can survive the Comintern invasion of Eastern Europe. I personally think we're going to screw it up. More than we have already. But, thanks for watching, hope you're enjoying it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I hope to see you again soon. See you later.